Phone Tag News was inspired based on the game called The Telephone. The telephone game is a very entertaining and enjoying social game usually played within a group of people. The game consists of a set of words or message that is passed along a line of people. The media can be a dangerous place. In this day and age we live in a world of fake news. Same stories, different spin from journalist to journalist. We want to bring realism back to the media. We cover any local topic news, Windsor, Ontario, and as of 2020, we have expanded to national and North American news. The game of telephone is a classic icebreaker and party game. It's easy to set up and a lot of fun to play. You and your friends will try to pick a word or phrase, pass it on by whispering it to someone next to you, and have fun seeing how much it changed during the game. All you will need to play is a couple of friends, a word or phrase, and a quiet whisper. And without further ado, we bring you an episode of Phone Tag News, powered by www.kickthemedia.com. That was www.kickthemedia.com.
Welcome to Kick the Media. This is your host, Kamar Star.
And your co-host, Buffalo Josh.
How's it going out there, everybody? How you enjoying your day, night, or even, wherever you are in the world? Unfortunately, I wasn't on the last podcast, I was working, and, I got caught up, but let's get to it,
Well, how you been holding up with this whole pandemic?
It's all right. It's just crazy, just the whole staying in the house, and a lot of stuff is limited, and you gotta wear your mask. But I know the mask is the protecting. It's just hard to breathe in the mask, especially on those hot days. It's so hard to function or breathe in those masks. But everybody, I'm holding up, and from the looks of it, it seems like everybody's adjusting to the new way of life right now. So all we could do is just hope that everything gets better and we go back to the way it was. I know it's not going to be anytime soon, but we'll get there.
Okay. So you were talking about there were some cases in the Windsor, Essex area. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, so out of today, Windsor, Essex Community Health reported 17 new cases of COVID on Thursday.
That number should be 0.
It should be 0, but it's in Windsor, Essex, so it could be anywhere, It's not necessarily in Windsor, it could be in Leamington, anywhere,
Yeah.
But it's saying, as of Thursday, on the same day, Ontario's premier visit.
So our premier visited where?
Yeah, so it's all in one to get so hooked up.
So our lovely Premier of Ontario, Mr. Doug Ford, decided to the Windsor, Essex area, and we'll get into that after this article.
It just everything's in one. It's just so messed up.
Maybe this podcast should be called, I don't know.
But it goes, this is the region where the outbreaks are going on. The health unit says 6 people contracted the virus from people in the community, and 11 of them of new cases among farm workers in Essex County. Premier Doug Ford was visiting it's in the article.
That's okay.
He was visiting in Leamington and Kingsville Thursday.
Which is today.
Today.
But this podcast comes out on Sunday.
Yes. To get his haircut in the last regions of the province permitted to enter stage 2 and reopen it. So hold on.
But I thought we were moving to stage 3 on Friday.
No, so as of, I think Tuesday, we never made it. As of Tuesday, the 14th, we did not make it to stage 3, Windsor, Essex.
Now, from what I've understood and from reading the article, I heard that there was about 1,857 cases of COVID-19 to date in the Windsor, Essex area. That's actually quite a lot.
Yeah, it is. But like I said, most of it, right now, most of the COVID is the farm workers out in Leamington. So like I said, hopefully whoever was working out there in the greenhouse, the farm areas, you know what I mean, hopefully they're safe and they took precaution and went to get themselves tested out, you know what I mean, just to make sure they don't have the virus, you know what I mean, and whatnot, nothing like that.
Now, according to the article, apparently Ford was supposed to make an announcement today at 1 o'clock. Were you able to hear what the announcement was or anything?
4-minute announcement today?
Apparently at 1 o'clock in the agricultural sector, that's the reason why, one of the reasons why he made his visit, apparently. At least that's why I
Well, he said that, I have no reason, I don't know, I never knew, but I was at work, unfortunately, sorry. At the 1 o'clock times. Well, I wonder if we could find it.
Well, according to Ahmed, he said that he was not invited to partake in the Premier's visit, but is satisfied with the daily communication he has with other officials when it comes to the outbreak on area farms. He also said that, to the CBC article, I'm happy that he is here to see things firsthand and to get experience of what we are seeing in respect to COVID-19 in our region, said our health official Ahmed.
Yes. And on Wednesday, the Health Bureau reported 11 new cases of COVID. Wednesday, and that another person has died. A woman in her 70s died in the hospital after tested positive COVID, said a medical officer.
Okay, but did she have any previous health conditions or pre-existing conditions, right?
No, they don't say that.
Exactly.
There have now been 69 deaths due to COVID in Windsor, Essex.
Too many.
The death report Thursday is the first since June 20th. Yeah, we're getting too many, like, don't get me wrong, like, Windsor, there people are wearing the masks and distancing and hand sanitizing and everything, but still, you know what I mean? The people that are not doing it, you know what I mean, is what is causing us to stay in this pandemic, It's just hard to live one way for so long and then just out of the blue you have to change your whole entire living and adjust to this new wearing mask every day and can't go outside and take your kids nowhere, do nothing, and yeah, it's crazy. Parks are shut down, but hopefully stage 3, I don't know if we made, but whoever sees made stage 3, hopefully parks and everything is open. I've been seeing daycares are open now, parents dropping off kids at daycares, so you know what I mean, that's a good thing in my way, but it's not, because like the kids, it's hard for the kids to distance themselves. They want to play all the time, right? And so if the kids get the COVID, you know what I mean, it's going to be a harder thing on parents, because now it's like, you send your kids to daycare and now you should, guess, like Ali and I think it's Israel. A whole bunch of kids, I think it's Israel, so I'm not too sure, a whole bunch of kids, they send the kids to school and the next day they had shut down the schools because the kids got contracted the COVID, you know what I mean? So it's just hard. I know parents have to work and whatnot, but you have to take more caution, or if you have older siblings, make your older siblings watch the younger siblings, or try to figure something out.
The kids aren't really understanding exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
At least is what I believe from my own opinion. But we'll have to see how this all plays out and whatnot, that's for sure. Now, Doug Ford was in the region to get his haircut, as the previous article did state. Apparently, from what I've read on the Windsor Star, is Ford, who toured parts of Essex County, Chatham, Kent, said the province is accelerating a campaign to promise to top up his risk management program to $150 million annually. Very good investment for the area. He also said to the Star, apparently, we all have a part to play in keeping our farms and our food supply chain strong, said Ford, because a strong farming sector is critical for a strong province. It's critical for all of us.
It is, man. It's just, I don't know.
And so apparently he made that announcement with Ernie Hardman, an Ontario's Minister of Agriculture and Food and Rural Affairs, at Craven Farms near Chatham today.
Okay.
And that was part of the, the $150 million a year annually. The Premier made the announcement with them. Also, Hardman said applicants for the risk management program reopened Thursday, and the deadline to apply is midnight of July 30. So, if you're in the consulting sector or anything, you are able to apply for that. Just the deadline is July 30th.
I guess that's good. They're helping out. What? Oh, this guy. Okay. We're gonna talk about 2 shootings that happened in Toronto turned fatal as victim dies in hospital. Police say 2 victims of separate Toronto shootings have died in hospital. The first shooting occurred Friday afternoon outside one of the entrances of Scarborough Town Center. Officers were called there shortly after 2:10 p.m. and said that at the time that a 26-year-old man was transported to the hospital in serious but non-life-threatening condition, but been shot in the abdomen. Investigators say that he later died from injuries in the hospital. He has been identified as 26-year-old Jordan Russell of Toronto. Police say the shooting was targeted and the victim was known to the police. And it's not saying anything about the second one. Okay. And the police were called. Okay, whatever. The second shooting happened Friday night in Jane Street and Walner Avenue. That was just close to where you were.
Near
It was close to where you were the other day.
Devonport in Caledonia? Or Finch?
Finch. Yeah, Finch.
Oh, okay.
Officers say 5 people were injured as the suspect entered the plaza parking lot and shots were fired. One of the victims, later identified as 20-year-old Mohammed Su of Toronto, was driven to the hospital prior to the ambulance arriving. Police say he died suddenly.
This was 2 Toronto shootings?
Yeah, so 2 Toronto shooters. So 6 shootings. You know what I mean? So basically, Toronto police.
And it was a 26-year-old who got transported to hospital.
Yeah, so the second shooting was 26-year-old, and the first shooting, I think, was 28-year-old.
Nobody died, did they?
Yeah, they both died.
In the hospital, or?
In the hospital, but it was 2 separate shootings across the city, so it's just so crazy. But it says the Toronto police are responding to 6 shootings in 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting crazy out there, man. Like, the shootings are getting so senseless, and people are dying from this, and it's just getting hectic, man. They gotta do something about it. I don't understand, like, why the mayor or the police chief, nobody's cracking down on this shit. It's just senseless killing. I even heard.
But weren't they also talking about defunding Toronto police as well, too? And
Yeah.
a police chief also stepped down, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, they did. So
And the deputy police chief is stepping up or something?
So I don't know what's going on right now. Just a whole bunch of craziness. But I even heard another article. I gotta find it, but so basically there was a Toronto police. I don't know if it was the police or the police chief something, and him and his son were in cahoots of murdering somebody. And they caught both of them. I gotta find an article.
We'll have to find that article.
I think they found the kid out like in Nova Scotia or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? The father having to find. Like, I was, yeah, man. It's a whole bunch of crazy stuff's going on right now in everybody's city. You know what I mean? It's just not because of the COVID. Just a lot of crazy stuff. That's all it is. Like.
And we're also in a pandemic on top of it too, which doesn't make it easier as well too. With the border being closed,
yeah,
it's definitely interesting times. And just to try to maybe change the subject just for the time being, while you look up some articles there, something that came out of the Kitchener-Waterloo region is small gyms.
Found it.
Oh, okay. I guess he found it. Right, make sure you send it to me. But we're gonna just pause on the small. Actually, let's talk about the small gyms just real quick. So the smaller gyms are being equipped to manage distancing. Says a fitness studio associate. Small gyms in Ontario have a warning for the provincial government. The reality is that scores of small local gyms have already shut their doors, unable to survive the pandemic, says the Ontario Independent Fitness Studio Association. The group represents about 100 gyms throughout the Greater Toronto Area, Waterloo Region, London, and Windsor, and is calling for more government relief for the industry before the situation becomes worse. I used to go to the gym a lot. If it was open, I would be doing my rehabilitation there. Did you ever go to the gym?
Man, I used to go to the gym like there's no tomorrow.
So
then there was no tomorrow.
And how are you holding up right now with not being able to go to the gym? Do you think gyms should come back, or?
Yeah, I do think, 'cause a lot of people are just getting out of shape, and you can do so much at your house, but when you try to go buy weights and it's sold out everywhere in your city every day, you know what I mean? Online it's sold out, in stores it's sold out. You can't get it nowhere. Like, I even left the city, went to Toronto. Left Windsor, went to Toronto, and I couldn't find none in Toronto. It's crazy. Like, I can't get no weights nowhere. So it's like,
well, apparently Brittany McLeod and her boyfriend Aaron Lexi opened an F45 gym in Kitchener in February, just weeks before the shutdown in Ontario. Apparently they have lost about 98% of their membership, and that's a huge loss for small business.
Yeah, because they only have 2% left. I think 2% is them.
Probably. But, you know, you can certainly check out the article. We've definitely attached that in the description. Now, you know, you wanted to talk about something else that you said you found, so let's talk about that.
Yes. 1 second.
He says 1
I
second.
am just sharing this article.
To make sure we put it in the description.
I don't know how to share it.
Okay.
Alright, so it says breaking. Funny. Sorry. Toronto rapper KG365, also a son of a Toronto police officer, has been arrested in connection with the murder of an African warlord. Right? 1 second. So it says, London police say 22-year-old Kieran Gregory was arrested Wednesday on charges of second-degree murder in the killing of Bill Horace. Police say Gregory was apprehended in North Bay, Ontario, along with 2 other individuals, but those 2 were released without charges. A number of other alleged accomplices also were arrested last week, including 22-year-old woman from Toronto who was charged with accessory following assault with a weapon, and Trevor Gregory, the father of 365 KG365. Toronto police officer was arrested on July 7th and charged with breach of trust. Investigators allege that 4 people broke into Horace's home in London on June 21st, fatally shooting him in front of his family. Police have said they do not believe the killing was related to the alleged war crimes Horace is accused of committing in Liberia.
Now, so just so I can understand this correctly,
basically his father is a cop and he is a rapper thug, you know what I mean?
Okay, but what's up with the warlord?
So
or
basically,
the war criminal?
So the war criminal Bill Horace, Bill Horace, he was a war criminal.
Yeah, he was a war criminal.
He was a war criminal, what's this?
That's the same article, but that's just Bill Horace.
Oh, he was a war criminal in Liberia.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I guess he came over to Canada, whatever, you know what I mean? So him and the police chief or the son, whatever, we don't know what happened, what business they had, we know how they met, whatever, but something happened, altercation happened, and where this kid ended up killing Bill, and his father, basically,
and his son was 16 years old.
Well, whose son was 16 years old?
Horace also has another son who is 16, who lives in St. Catharines with his
Yes.
ex-wife, according to documentation.
So it's just crazy. So basically, they killed off this man in front of his family. The police hit his son out in North Bay. You know what I mean? They got caught. But that's crazy. Like, how you a rapper and you're rapping about because he's a Toronto rapper. You know what I mean? He's in jail. Like, I could play. Am I allowed to play a song? He's a Toronto rapper.
You can play 5 seconds.
Yeah, I just want to say so. I just want to show you what he's rapping about. And his dad's a police officer, and this is what he's rapping about.
If you need some of my niggas, we got it. My weed bitch, and for an exotic. I run to the money so fast and no stopping. I'm on my back like I just finished shopping. When I bar under like I'm James. I don't have a job, but I'm paid. Yeah, I chop in the sun of the rain. I just get money and stay out the way. He lost his life and they say it's a
So here he said the first line said, "I don't have a job and I get paid." You know what I mean? So right there, you know what I mean. Your father's a police chief, and those are the first line. I mean, a police officer, and those are the first lines. That's like,
The police chief of Toronto?
No, he's a police officer. Sorry, a police officer.
I was gonna say.
So it's just so weird. You know what I mean? You're a police officer, like you're making music like this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Your father who he is, but yet you've never been arrested. You know what I mean? No crimination, nothing, because your father knows what's going on. You know what I mean? So it's what it is. You know what I mean? Family is family. You know what I mean? Stick by your family, I guess. You know what I mean? To thick and thin. I can't pronounce that. Why am I reading that?
I'll try to pronounce it then.
It's got that.
So you want to go to commercial break then?
Yeah, let's go commercial break.
We'll go to commercial break.
We'll go commercial right now. We'll be right back.
This podcast was sponsored by JJ Marketing Advantage. We are way more than just a marketing company. We are almost family. We're proud to offer the highest quality, most unique merchandise and services on the market today. From our family to yours, we put lots of love and careful attention to each item and service. We hope you enjoy our work as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. At JJ Marketing Advantage, we are passionate about helping our clients achieve practical results with real impact. The company was founded in 2007 and named after Joshua Jack Watt, hence the name JJ Marketing Advantage. Today, JJ Marketing Advantage is a global strategy consulting and marketing firm with clients and presence in the North Americas, Europe, and Asia Pacific. Josh Jack Watt acts as the firm's chief executive officer. We are in the business of advising clients, many of which are facing unprecedented change and disruption in their industries and need a fresh perspective on their most pressing business challenges. Our ongoing aim is to help clients succeed. We examine these challenges and new ways to produce breakthrough insights and deliver unique solutions. We provide insights that impact our clients using our unbiased, fact-based, rigorous approach to uncover business truths and smash the competition. Whether it's a global pharmaceutical company evaluating its strategy to develop new cures for diseases, an airline seeking new revenue sources in a challenging deregulated industry, or a global footwear company repositioning its brands, our clients rely on JJ Marketing Advantage to help them meet their toughest challenges and take advantage of their biggest opportunities. Our deep industry expertise, analytical rigor, and the knowledge that it takes to turn insights into action are the hallmarks of our approach. We are both analytical and creative. We communicate, design, develop, and publish to influence, experience, move, and inspire. We understand that there's more to marketing than making you look good. We go to work every day to help grow your business. We are that strategic partner. You're experts in everything digital, brand, and marketing. We can be reached at www.jjmarketingadvantage.com or give us a call at 1-877-322-JJMA. That was 1-877-322-5562. We are located at 895 Don Mills Road, Suite 900, Toronto, Ontario M3CU1W3 Canada. This podcast has been powered by www.kickthemedia.com. That was www.kickthemedia.com. You can find us on all major podcast platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and many more. Kick the Media was established in early 2016. It was found under the grounds to entertain other people around the world. Kick the Media was registered officially as a business in late October 2018. Our goal is to provide local Southwestern Ontario news with the opinion of everyday people. We have also had an interest in the food scene in the Hashwai-QG area and will eventually expand to other places. We also love to have special guests on our show to see how they made it from start to the place they are at today. If you have not had a chance to listen, hear us, and let us know what you think. Then in early January of 2020 underwent some new ownership changes, and we plan to bring Kick the Media back as an entertainment production company that supports a wide range of podcast shows. Artists, long and short film producers of any platform. We want to open up an easy-to-use platform for companies to assist newcomers in the industry. Even if you're a professional at what you do. See how we do things at Kick the Media and tell us if you like our style. This podcast has been powered by www.kickthemedia.com. That was www.kickthemedia.com.
Welcome back to Kick the Media. This is your host again, Kamar Star.
Co-host Buffalo Josh.
So our next article we're going to talk about, before we get into our talk about, you might hear a little wind and some noise in the background. We're doing our
Or planes.
and planes. They're doing their podcast by the Detroit River, on the riverfront. Yes, we are, in the park. But right now, we're going to talk about Chrysler.
Fiat Chrysler.
Fiat Chrysler and
PSA, I guess.
And the PSA and the FCA and changing of the name. So,
And there's a merger.
yeah. So Stellantis is the new
Wait, what was that?
Stellantis.
Huh.
So basically, let me get into it. So Fiat Chrysler and PSA Group have unrevealed the name of their mature project. It's reported to going to be one of the world's biggest auto companies, Wall Street Journal wrote. On Wednesday, the two automakers revealed that they plan to call their combined firm Stellantis. So what's the meaning behind the name? According to the statement of the PSA and FCA, the word Stellantis comes from a Latin verb stello, which means to brighten with stars.
Huh.
The automakers have explained in their statement. The next exciting step of the two automakers is to relieve the logo of Stellantis. The two automakers plan to complete their combined project by the first quarter of 2021. They have future explained in their statement. That's it. So then you have the FCA said on Twitter, I guess, the new global mobility leader to be founded by the FCA and the group PSA, driven from the Stello at the Latin verb meaning what I pronounce it. So they just retweeted what they got said in the article. So basically, they're changing the name to Stellantis, meaning brighten with stars. So basically, they're just trying to get saying it's a better. When you say Stellantis, it sounds nicer. You know what I mean? It's like Atlantis. It sounds nicer. You know what I mean? It has a ring to it than Chrysler. You know what I mean? It draws inspiration from this new and ambitious alignment of stories, automotive brands, and strong company cultures that, in coming together, are creating one of the new leaders in the next era of mobiles, while at the same time preserving all the exceptional values and vows of its consistent parts. So they're just trying to make Chrysler, well, now it's not Chrysler anymore, sorry. They're trying to make Stellantis, or are they trying to make a new automobile car better than everything else? You know what I mean? So I don't know how they're gonna do it and pull it off. I want to see what they come up with and what new ideas they come up with. It's gonna be the same ideas that Chrysler had, or it's gonna be all new ideas, all new cars. You know what I mean? So if you have a Chrysler now, whoever has a Chrysler now, that'll be the last Chrysler you guys have after 2021, because there'll be no more Chryslers made, right? Oh shoot!
Well, they'll be made, but they won't. They'll be made, but they won't be named after,
Chrysler. I know.
Chrysler, Fiat. But apparently FCA or Stellantis has actually mentioned that apparently the Grand Caravan nameplate lives on in Canada, as shifts to Chrysler brand for 2021. So apparently, from what I've read and understood, from this article of driving, is apparently arriving in the fourth quarter this year as a 2021 model. The Chrysler Grand Caravan replaces the 12-year-old Dodge Grand Caravan, which finally meets its official end production date. So they're kind of bringing the Grand Caravan, it seems, back. At least that's what I read from the article. I don't know if you've had a second. I didn't get a chance to send it to you, but
no, you right now.
Okay, so if you guys want to check out more about that Dodge Grand Caravan, you guys can see it in the description. But Kemar started wanting to really talk about this for the last couple episodes, and
I just kept forgetting. But now I remember. I'm joking. So, like, I don't know whoever's out in Windsor, everybody's talking about that mega hospital, new mega hospital, how the pros and the cons, you know what I mean?
Well, they want to
Like,
close the other two, which I don't think they should.
if they close the other two hospitals, so basically they want to put this new mega hospital at County Road 42 and Concession Road 9.
I thought it was 7. 9.
9, the campground is 9, so it's 9. Got it. Alright, sorry. So 9.
He's rubbing the head because I ran for city council. He's like, you should know that shit.
You should though. But yeah. So if they close the hospital, the one that's on Tecumseh and Walker, and the one that's on Olette and Erie, so Met and Hotel Del, it's gonna be hard for people that are not driving to get out there, and for you to be taking the ambulance out there for non-threatening, non-life-threatening, and paying that $50 fee or whatever, it's gonna be hard on people that don't have the money to do that. You know what I mean? So for them to close, they should at least close one of the hospitals, or just keep all 3 hospitals in the city, because at the end of the day, they need it, because that mega hospital over there that they're gonna make on 42, it'll benefit the people in Lakeshore and Tecumseh and the people in Bell River and so on and so on out there. And the people that's in the city of Windsor, the 2 hotels should stay. The 2 hospitals should stay, because it will benefit and help the people that can't travel or don't have the means of transportation to get out there. And for them to hop on the bus and take a 30-minute bus ride, 35-minute bus ride, depending on traffic, to go to the hospital, you know what I mean? Who knows how much pain that person's in? You know what I mean? But the article...
And some people can't even afford taking a taxi all the way out there as well, too.
You know what I mean? Take a taxi from...
$20, $30
40
in the
bucks,
city.
Yeah, $35 the
Easy.
most. But I guess they're just trying to launch a new campaign to push forward for the mega hospital application. So I guess, like, the Billboard show, whatever, Essex region, I guess there's $2 billion for the mega hospital. Windsor Essex Economy Development Corporation is launching a campaign Wednesday to aim for the harnessing grassroots support to help raise the profile and speed up provincial funding for a long-awaited mega hospital province. The We Can't Wait campaign kicks off at 10 a.m. and will last a minimum of 6 months. The campaign will be digital to start with its own website, WindsorEssexCan'tWait.ca, as well as ads on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. What's been needed is an unbearable organization to champion this project, and at the Rockies booster to sit, said the source. Familiar with the campaign, regardless of the debate about the site, people want it built. So I guess people do. There's a lot of people, I guess, that want it built out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. So cause a lot, like, I'll be driving down the street and I'll be seeing the signs of people's no front yards. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Stop the mega hospital. Keep you know what I mean? Keep Met. You know what I mean? Don't destroy them. Don't break them down. But then you have a lot of people that are for the hospital. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna benefit them, and the space that they have, like that land that land is huge. So if they're gonna build a hospital, the hospital's gonna be a huge hospital. So they shouldn't be shortage on staff, and it shouldn't be super slow. You know what I mean? Like they should have enough staff, enough rooms, and support to get everything done and get people the necessary care they need, right? But yeah, that's what I want to talk about. That's what I've been trying to talk about for. Just keep forgetting for the last, you know what I mean?
A little while. Well, we'll have to follow up and see how that all goes out.
For the
Yeah.
So that's it for that article piece.
You find in the
We talked
description.
about everything. What's this?
Well,
Talk about same girls.
let's just talk about the cannabis thing, because, we've been going to the cannabis stores here in Windsor, Essex, and whatnot, and, you read some lovely labeling today we should have brought with us. That,
this cannabis label is something about, don't smoke weed.
Or the statistics show since 2012.
Yeah, so in 2012, there was 4,000 car accidents
Related to cannabis.
related to cannabis and 11 deaths, I think, is in the package, right?
Well, we'll read from our next...
Like that. I'm like, but I never heard about anything this. Like, it wasn't on no news. Like, where was this ever? I just feel because now everything is government. You know what I mean? So, like, see how they label the cigarettes and tell you smoking cigarettes will lead to lung disease and show you all that mumps on white stuff on your tongue and talking with that vape, that microphone in your throat. They gotta put a caution label on the packages now because the government doesn't want nobody smoking weed while driving. So they put that there. It's like, maybe it did happen. I'm gonna Google it, or it could be a scare tactic, but just to keep everybody safe. You know what I mean? Because some people get high and they smoke and they want to sleep. You know what I mean? It slows their body down. You know what I mean? And so I understand what the government's saying, but I don't think that is a number.
To my knowledge, the
real.
last test that they've actually statistically done was on monkeys, and the reason why the monkeys had problems was in the 1970s, if I'm not mistaken. And the issue is they kept feeding the monkeys cannabis smoke, no oxygen. Well, obviously the monkey's gonna fucking pass out because they're not getting any fucking oxygen. And, as far as I'm concerned, there hasn't been any deaths related to cannabis as of yet.
Never.
The actual amount in order to overdose off of cannabis is basically like almost 20 times your body weight. And, I can guarantee you won't get past a pound.
Yeah, bro. You can guarantee that?
So, I've been able to check out a few of the stores out here in Windsor, Essex, and, I still miss the mom and pop shops, but eventually craft cannabis will eventually come out onto the market, but it does take time. You look at alcohol or microbreweries and whatnot. Microbreweries started in the 1970s, right? Even in the 1980s, it took till about the 2000s basically for microbreweries to start. Now you finally started to see craft beer and craft bars open up and whatnot. So it's going to take time for the craft industry of cannabis to come out, But I believe, in my opinion, and I'm entitled to my own opinion, in Canada we made the right decision for legalization. We're the first G7 country to make it legalized. It may not be exactly what everybody wants, but it's a start. So were you able to find anything about the Health Canada warnings there?
No. I don't know, man. I don't feel like people smoking, driving, die. You know what I mean? Like, people smoke weed, they function so much more better. You know what I mean? Their mind's more open. So I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere else in the world and they just pull up that statistic. You know what I mean? But I never heard anything like that in Canada.
Well, we'll certainly look into that in our more next episode and whatnot. And
next episode. But, we're going to end our episode right now. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I hope you guys tune in for next week's episode. This is your host, Kamar Star.
And your co-host, Buffalo Josh. Enjoy you guys' weekend.
Have a good night, morning, and evening.
Phone Tag News was inspired based on the game called The Telephone. The Telephone game is a very entertaining and enjoying social game usually played played within a group of people. The game consists of a set of words or message that is passed along a line of people. The media can be a dangerous place. In this day and age we live in a world of fake news. Same stories, different spin from journalist to journalist. We want to bring realism back to the media. We cover any local topic news, Windsor, Ontario, and as of 2020, we have expanded to national and North American news. The game of telephone is a classic icebreaker and party game. It's easy to set up and a lot of fun to play. You and your friends will try to pick a word or phrase, pass it on by whispering it to someone next to you, and have fun seeing how much it changed during the game. All you will need to play is a couple of friends, a word or phrase, and a quiet whisper. And without further ado, we bring you an episode of Phone Tag News, powered by www.kickthemedia.com. That was www.kickthemedia.com.